Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhun Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and ISO certified international educational and training institute. Last week, 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is a training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professional IGP is a training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it is not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student job seeker, job holder, and also for learner to respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinar, seminar, courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 million services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and world knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website, free course, convert sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global linear professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learner. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next with your continuous support, we already completed 1,598 webinars successfully. Moving to the next with your continuous support, we already completed 1,598 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We launch our website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account for once with proper information. Note that with proper information, you will enjoy all features. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace Slido. You have to join regular on our website. Now you can check all our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time oriented because after the session we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, then you can download your certificate of gratitude. If you are an online live quiz competition winner, you can download your certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in any award function which organizes combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can instantly prepare and download 18 types of instant certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influence in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2020, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2021, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2022, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2, Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement Tools, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4, The New Trend in Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Upskill in Organizational Leadership and Managerial Skills, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7, Research and Comprehension Approach, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8, Art in Teaching a Special Program in the Arts, Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Tool in Teaching Mathematics, Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level quiz with verified e-certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, gamification tools for teacher. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our 50 plus premium services website, free course, and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical issue, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your previous credential. We solve all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check your dashboard for all webinar details. It's a tutorial. You can straight check our button and pages on our website. Surely I can say you will be benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our services. At present, we are going to start our 1,599 webinar, which name is Gender Diversity. And today our speaker name is Dr. Sadia Anwar. She is from Pakistan. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, ma'am, wants to share a very little bit about her. Assistant Professor, University of Sindh. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Ma'am, the stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Thank you so very much. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whosoever is listening me. I don't know who are the participants. Well, a special and lovely greetings to all of you from me. I'm Dr. Sadia, and today I'm going to speak on different matters that is related with the gender diversity. For that, I would like to start from the very first thing, that is why gender diversity matters, why it is important to know about the gender diversity. For this purpose, it is important that what this presentation will be. This presentation will answer the four major queries or four major questions. That, for example, number one, why does gender diversity matters? Secondly, how does gender diversity build the talent? Means how it can help you in maintaining the talent, or it will help you in talent pipeline. Then, how does gender diversity affect the bottom line? It is not important that it will only affect the talent management, but it will also affect the initial stage of the employees. Finally, we will discuss different matters, that how companies, organizations, different institutions tackle the issues related to gender diversity, or the issues, the problems that may generate if they don't, at this moment, in this current situation, they don't maintain this gender diversity. Moving ahead, it is very much important to identify this factor. What is the gender diversity and what is a gender equality? So it is very much easy and simple to understand. Even for a layman, it will be very much easy to understand this factor, that gender diversity defines or explains an umbrella. It provides an umbrella to both male as well as female, giving an inequality in the opportunities, in the promotions, in the pay at the workplace, or in the society everywhere. When we talk about the gender diversity, we are talking about a specific concept in which it doesn't matter that whoever so is having more potential, they will get the more opportunities, they will get the more chances to move ahead. In this regard, when we talk about gender equality means when we are talking about that both male and female will get the equal opportunities. But that gender diversity does not mean this. The gender diversity is not about the equality. It means that whosoever is having the potential. If males are having more potential in your organization, then they will be given more chances to get the opportunity for promotions or trainings, XYZ, whatever the opportunities you are giving in your organization. But on the other hand, if the females are more potential, they are more talented than the male, then you are going to give the more opportunities, that the same concept or the same chances to the females as well. Over here, there is no concept of equality. There is a concept in the gender diversity. Whosoever is having the more potential to give a better future to your organization, or can give the more benefits to your organization. Moving ahead, why does gender diversity matters? Now, in this global village, we can see that women are a large segment of the workforce. According to the Stanford, it has been seen that women make up 60% of college graduates. However, 47% of the current workforce and growing are being found by the females or the women, according to the US Bureau of Labor. Based on these facts and figures, we can identify that female are getting discouraged, and they are having this they are getting this factor that without knowledge they cannot grow. They are making themselves more competent to survive in this competitive era, like the all other men. And yet, women get less access to the people input and opportunities that accelerate careers. What happened? We are having different phenomena. We are having different perceptions. Though females are found so much intellectuals, females are getting themselves career oriented. Females are making themselves, they are getting these counselings that now education has become so much important for them. And even though they have found themselves, they have recognized themselves that how important they are or what talent they are having. Even then, in this competitive era, we have found that they used to get a very less access towards the organizations, towards the higher management, or you will say towards all those opportunities that the men can easily get. The female has to fight over that. That is why it is important that, again, why it is, why gender diversity matters. If female is more having more I mean potential, having more ideas, having more motivations, then why don't we give a chance to the female? Now in this in this global village, we have to diversify this thinking, we have to diversify this concept, that as men or a males can get the opportunities for whatever the work they are doing, it is important that the female get the same chances or the same uh, opportunities the males are getting. Now, according to this gender representation in the corporate pipeline, the higher you look in companies, the fewer the women. If you see that green color is identifying the ratio of men, however, the blue line is showing the color, it is indicating the females. Now, when it is in the entry level, it is very initial era when you are entering in any organization, you can see that for 54% are males, however, 46% are females. And with the passage of time, when it moves ahead towards a managerial status, the males become 63%, however, females become 37%. They decrease it. With the passage of time, senior manager or directorship, when if they move ahead towards that situation, again, they will get 67% males and 33% of females. With this with this passage of era, if you can see that vice president, super vice president, and corporate suits, when you are going towards the most corporate suits like board of directors, you can find that over there 81% are males and only 19% are females. Still in this competitive era, this in this global village where we used to say these words, that females are getting the same opportunities, they are getting the equalities, then why this criteria has been found? And this is very normal, though if we move ahead into the researches, we can found that even the participation of the females, the participation of the women, dwindles to 19%. It decreases as the cooperative or the managerial levels means it will extends. The level of the female will get down, and this is very normal in every organization. Though it becomes to the business sector, though we will talk about the educational sector or any other sector, health sector, the same situation has been going on everywhere in each and every sector. Greater gender diversity can produce more than just equality within companies and organizations. Now, over here, I would like to talk generally that if we can have a greater gender diversity, if we can have a more gender diversity, we can have we can give a proper opportunity to a proper talent. Now, when we talk about a talent, when we are talking about a talented employee, that employee can be a male, that employee can be a female. So when we are talking about the gender diversity, this can be easily handled out with this factor, that if we just focus on this factor, that we have to work on the gender diversity. Whosoever is the talented employee, either that is a male or a female, we are not going to do any discrimination. We will just give an opportunity accordingly. It will obviously increase the production of your company. Researchers from Carnegie Mellon set out to answer what combination of people makes up the top functioning teams. According to them, the question was that what type of a people we combine. If what I mean, if there should be only the male or only the females, what should be the criteria? Which people, if we combine them, they will be the best beneficial for the organization. The answer which they got is once women make up more than 50% of a team, the team's collective intelligence rises above average. Means in any of the team, if any of the team, if you're including more and more female, the researchers has found that they will, if they are more than 50%, if their percentage is more than 50%, the impact of greater collective intelligence, what will happen, you will get a better decision making and innovations. But again, it depends how much opportunities you are giving, how much relaxed your female is in your organization. These are the factors that I'm going to discuss, inshallah, in my upcoming slides. So, coming with this one, that researchers, according to the researchers, it has been found that if a female has been given a chances to be in your team and they are more than 50%, they will obviously give you the better decisions. They are great decision makers along with the innovators. Now, this is because social perspective drives innovation because they are having, I would like to say that this can be a God gifted opportunity that has been given by God to all the females that they can easily perceive. They are having this specialty to perceive about how to increase the empathy, how to read the non-verbal cues, and how to maintain the collaborations. Now, there are many factors very simple because I used to speak very simply so that everybody can easily understand this most important era that a female at your home combines you all together. She collaborates you all. And when you work in organization, that organization becomes your family. That organization becomes a place where give you more, sometimes more time than your own family. So the employees becomes your family. So in that regard, the opportunity or the perception that normally they have that social perception of attracting the non-verbal clues, reading the facial expressions of different people. Sometimes the people used to say that a sixth sense that the females are having to identify by looking at the faces, they get the clues that what will be the expression or what will be the decision. This gives such things can give a very benefit or very beneficial results to the organization, along with the empathy and the collaboration among the colleagues, making a team, joining them, increasing their motivation level, communicating with them, identifying their problems and giving them the solutions can bring more effects towards this proper era. Secondly, how does gender diversity build the talent pipeline? Now, today's workforce is experiencing a shift. Most of our people around us would be knowing about this one that we are having the generations. The first generation, we have this thing that the first generation from where we calculate that in the history we have seen that they have been called as a baby boomers. Baby boomers are those personalities who have took the birth from 1946 to 1964 in these 20 years. And now they are having the ages of above 60, means approximately the senior citizens. So the baby boomers are known as the senior citizens as well at this moment are retiring. 10,000 a day with 46% in supervisory roles. They are retiring. It's time that they are they are completing their era. They have completed their factor. They have completed their experiences, and due to certain reasons, as we are, that we are having in our organizations, mostly we are having the age factor that in this age we have to retire, and different factors are being given. So according to them, baby boomers or the senior citizens, they are getting retired. And in the competitive labor market, we can see that there are 4.7% unemployment rate. That is, the upcoming generation is getting unemployed, and obviously, when these baby boomers, these senior citizens are getting retired, they after the retirement, some of them will get some pensions or all these opportunities. Otherwise, they won't get. The boomer departure is leaving huge gaps in positions from management level to this corporate suite that organizations must fill. Why it is important to know about a gender diversity, how it will manage, it will build a talent pipeline. Now try to understand this factor, that why it is important to identify this gender diversity, that it is important to have this factor in your organization. The baby boomers, the senior citizens who have started these organizations, it is time that they are getting retired. Now they want some relaxation time at the end of their ages. Uh, but we can get we can learn so many things from their, what should I say, experiences. But with them, they are creating a gap after their departures, after they're leaving from your organization. They are creating the so much. They are creating a gaps, huge gaps, which can be filled by a proper gender diversity. Again, I would like to just recall this factor over here, that gender diversity doesn't mean that giving opportunity only to the females. We are talking whosoever employee is having more opportunity, mean more potential, that person is having more talent, he or she should be given the chance to move ahead. Now, companies that don't engage women are vulnerable to hindered recruitment. If you're not having women properly, means in your decision making procedures, like first of all, recruitment is the most important factor, where usually we used to ask females, because females look forward everything, the style of a personality, how the person speaks, how person behaves, how person what is the psychological factors of a female. These all things move ahead around with the female. If organizations are not having those female in their recruitment staff, then they will face these issues. Secondly, increase attritions. Now, increase attritions, or in simple words, we can say that turnover intentions. Mostly, we have seen that there are so many issues related to the employees. They don't get bonding, they don't get loyalty, the most important factor among the organizations. If your employees are not loyal to you, uh, it become very much how you can gain the loyalty, or how you can gain the commitment of your employees, by giving them proper chances, by increasing their talent, by giving them proper opportunities. But if you're not having, by bonding them, by having a collaboration with them, as I have discussed before, that female, it's a nature of a female that she will make you collaborative, she will make combination, she will combine everyone. So in that regard, it reduces the turnover intention if there are the females. But if you are not having the females, then the issues related to turnover issues, emotional exhaustions, or embarrassments, or stress, burnouts, these all issues will be increased in your organization. Then you are having the most important, employee disengagement. They will not get engaged in their work. They will not show the ownership towards your organization. This is the female who will show the empathy, who will show that what are the problems that are being seen by these people, and they should be acknowledged, or they should be addressed properly. So after addressing all these issues, after addressing all these factors, they can easily maintain the whole era. But if any of the organization who are not giving proper attention to these factors, they will obviously feel there are thousands of factors. There are thousands of factors which they are going to face. But the talent pipeline isn't the only thing improved by gender diversity. It is not only that you can improve if you are improving if you are having a proper gender diversity, you are managing them, then you can only manage the talent pipeline. You are giving them a proper talent management, you are identifying them, you are discussing with them, you are giving them the trainings. No, the issue doesn't stop here. Here comes the third question of our era, that is that how we can move ahead, or how we can means improve ourselves. And from over here, it comes the third question. And what is that third question? How does gender diversity affect the bottom line? It is not like this that we are implementing the gender diversity on the secondary level or on the third level. We are having the three managerial impacts: lower level, middle level, and the higher level. So in that regard, it is important that we should manage it from the very bottom line, from the very lower line, from very start of. We have to manage our gender diversity from there. Now, those companies the organizations who are showing the gender parity, gender equality, or gender diversity are more likely to gain 50% than financial returns or other, I mean, not only the financial returns, there are different returns in their businesses, in the majorly we used to see the performance of an organization, the profitability of an organization by identifying that how much return, financial return we are getting. So this is the most important factor. We cannot ignore it because when we want to know that if somebody is means in a safe or in a sound position, so we move ahead and check out its financial position. So if you are having a gender parity, then in your organizations, then in your companies, this profitability ratios increases 50% more than a normal company, normal organization. In fact, company with the most women on the board of directors have found 16% higher return on sales, according to the Catalyst. They used to say that if in the board of directors you are having female, most of the females are there, most of the women are there, then you can get 60% of higher return on the sales. Now this is how the females make the decisions, how they used to make the policies, how they move ahead towards, how they provide different attentions toward the different problems. This is how the non-verbal clues they used to get. Again, gender parity has become a competitive driver in number one, recruiting top talent. As I've said to you, when you are having a female in your recruiting staff, they will obviously check out all the factors, including the talent. How much person is talent? How much person is competent? And it will obviously impact on the industry performance. Industry can be educational industry or health or banking sector or any means goods as well as services, whatever the industry you are involved. If you're having the gender parity, if you're having the gender diversity in your organization, you will avail this opportunity. And top corporations are catching on. Now, coming over here, those organizations, we are having different organizations which are fulfilling all this requirement. They have got this, they have catch on this factor that there must be a gender diversity in their organizations. Now, the last one, the most important one, where we are going to have a bit explanation. How are companies tackling the problem? How companies are managing such gender diversity issues? Top organizations prioritize gender diversity. Like Tata is a global enterprise comprising over 100 independent companies from the likes of Tata Motors and Tata Style to Tata Teleservices. The organizations wanted to increase the number of women in corporate positions, having 1,000 women leaders by 2020, double the number of women employees over the same period. They have increased the ratio of females rather than the males. Tata created a high potential monitoring program. In this program, what they did, they focused and identified those women who were having the experiences of 15 years, more than 15 years, or at least 15 years, and matched them with the CEOs, the corporate executive officers of their organizations from various Tata subsidiary companies outside each women's industry of expertise. As a result, Tata is able to engage women with leadership executives so they can grow their leadership network and gain visibility within the organization. What they did, they simply identified, because the more you are in an organization, as I told you, the employees get involved when they are loyal to your organization. They engage in your organization. They feel your organization as their own home. Sometimes we used to spend more time in while working with our employees rather than remaining at home. So we found that era, that organization as our own family. So the people having the experiences of 15 years, they gathered all those women and matched their capabilities, matched their experiences, what they have gained. When somebody is working at one place from the last 10 to 15 years, obviously they get all the pinpoints of whatever has been going on in the organization. What are the pros, what are the cons, what are the advantages, disadvantages, what are the problems, what are the issues, how they can be handled. This can all be managed by with this factor when you're working in any of the organization. So they gather all these expertise and put them at the leadership network, and they found a great visibility again in everything financially, managerial, or in each and every sector. As based on the chief HR officer of Tata Corporation, N.S. Rajan, he said in one of his, uh, uh, what should I say, that in his talks, women employees reap the benefits. They they reap the benefits. They just put everything. They put their all efforts to bring the benefits to the organization. On the leadership journey, holding by an experienced mentor can be a vital support to help us grow. If you are having a vital support, if you're holding your hand of a mentor who is having a great experience, that can only provide a grow to your organization, a grow to your personality, a grow to your employees, a grow to everything. Through the cross company mentoring program, we provide an opportunity for our women professionals to fulfill their potential and move up the ladder. They give a chance to a woman so that they can move ahead, they can come forward, they can speak up, they can show their potentials, they can show their talent, they can show their capabilities, their skills to run the organization, and the results showed a very beneficial, and there were great benefits that has been received. Gender diversity is no longer just about fairness, it's about business. The more you will give, the more you will gain, and the more opportunities you are going to provide to a particular person, to an employee, the person who is having a proper potential or a talent or skills, they will provide you a proper output. Gender diversity in top management as an evolution of the current context, as we are talking continuously about gender diversity, and from the very low level to the top level, it's not an easy task. A female is coming from the zero to the top, I mean, from the lower level to the top level. So there are thousands of the things which cannot be ignored. We cannot say that female does not see this, or the female does not face such issues. And this issue is all over the world. Asian, European, means whatever, I mean, Western countries, Eastern countries, Asian countries, every country is facing these issues related to the woman. Progression of women in the workforce. We are having different perceptions, we are having different concepts, we are having different phenomena, we are having different uh, myths related to the women when the things comes towards their progress. As for example, past perspectives about women that is not related to their career, temporarily or part-time or low responsibility jobs. For women, it is important they must have either they could have a low responsibility jobs, or they can do some temporarily or part-time job. But for the female, it is not good to do the job, means full-time jobs. First priority, taking care of their families. Why it is important? It is not only important for, I mean, it is just not the responsibility of a female to take care of the family. Male can do, if there is an equality, when they are sharing everything, then they must share this responsibility as well. They must share this factor of this factor as well, that family is important for both male as well as female. If the female is unmarried, then quit for marriage. If you want to be a professional, then you have to quit for marriage. You cannot do marriage. A myth. Why? Why one cannot enjoy the different phases of life with being a best professional as well? Married women quit due to pregnancy. You are having kids now. You are going to manage these factors, so you cannot continue. Women with children, family over job. Women inferior to men, physically, mentally, emotionally. Mostly we have seen this thing. Mostly that females are found weaker than the men. No, female, she is weak. Though she is more strong physically, mentally, emotionally. If you just look forward to the history now, it has been changed. But yet, in this competitive era, in this global village, where we used to say that no, it's okay, and we have changed the domain. No, it's wrong. Still we are having this myths. Still we are having this past perceptions. The people are having these thinkings in their mind. We should change these factors, not only in their families but in the organizations as well. The males used to think that if one is a female, then they should sit at their home, they should take care of the kids, they should be at their home. Why? Why one cannot come up with the different opportunities? Why one cannot show their own skills, capabilities? Why we cannot manage the things together? So this diversity factor should be very much. Um, it is very much important to involve this factor among everyone in the family, in the organizations, everywhere. Now, present scenario. We just show this scenario, but mostly the researchers have shown that still we are not focusing. We are not working on these factors. That women in the mainstream, women should come forward. Women are not inferior to men. Work first, family second. At this moment, if females are not available at their home, then male can take care. Anyone else can take care. The caretakers can come and take care of the home, of the kids, of anything. Job is not temporarily, or it's not an extra income. It's about it's about a talent. It's about a recognition of oneself, that who I am. If a female can teach properly, then they must be given a chance. They must be trained. They must get a chance to improve their talent. Organizations have also adjusted their outlook. They are giving the opportunities to the female, but yet we want more factors. We want more consideration on this factor, that yes, we need people. Again, gender diversity in the top management, you can see that as a labor they are 47, as a manager they have become 51%, but when they move ahead towards the corporate board seats, it's 16. In the western countries, even though we are not talking about Asian countries, we are discussing about the western countries. We used to say that they are more far better than us, but still they are having the weaknesses. Issues causing lack of diversity are different syndromes, are different concepts. Gender issues at the workplace. The normal concept about a female. Number one, stereotyping. Woman may be HR manager or the representatives, executives, like middle managers, but not the vice presidents of the manufacturing and the marketing. Now, this is what? This is a concept, just a concept, that they should be at the lower level, they should be at the middle level, but they cannot be at the top level. They should manage themselves over here, in this era. Second syndrome is the glass ceiling syndrome, in which women can be hired but cannot be promoted to the top management. Then double burden syndrome. Women must balance work and domestic responsibilities. It is mandatory for just a female, for just a woman, that she has to manage. They has to work. She has to manage the work-life balance. In my previous, you would be having the lectures over here. In IGP, I have already discussed about this work-family balancing. That what is this work life balancing means, work family balances, work family distractions or the issues. I've already discussed about this one. So this consider with this double burden syndrome, which mostly in Asian countries has been found. Revolving door syndrome. Women may have short tenures at workplaces due to uncomfortable environment. Now it is very sad to say, but the issues related to harassment, any type of harassment, you can include any type of harassment. I won't emphasize anyone, but a woman faces so many types of harassment at a workplace that sometimes they just leave. So this becomes a syndrome for them, that they revolve from door to door. They just be in one organization for a short time period, but nobody identified this factor why they left the organization. What are the issues they left the organization? What they have faced? When an employee entered in any of the organization, they become a part of that family, they become a part of that organization. Then why one female leave that era? Why one female leave in such a short time period? There should be some issues, but nobody identify in that factors. They just say females just leave they are having the turnover intentions, they just turn over, they just leave the organizations very quickly. So getting with this syndrome, it is important to change these issues. Now over here, we can again see a different percentages in this statistics, which shows that they can be at the lower level, they can be the managers, but when we move ahead into the higher level, women representatives in the executive committees, their levels get very low. Their levels get very low. They become very, they don't get more opportunities over there. Now coming over here in one of the research and the glass ceiling syndrome, the barriers to gender diversity within senior management, different questions has been asked from different in the research. Obviously we are having the different questions, different items through which we used to ask from the people. In your opinion, which are the biggest, highest level barrier, if any, to increasing gender diversity within the top management of the corporations? Among different theories like absence of female role models, women tendency to network less effectively than men, other than all these factors, but the answers we used to get, that is double burden syndrome. That was the 40% answers, or the respondents responded that the females cannot be in the senior management because they are having the double burden syndrome. They have to look forward at their with their work. They have to look forward with their family. So it is not good to keep them in the senior managers because they are double minded. So in simple, for layman, we can say this, that they are double minded. They cannot manage their work with their family. They are overburdenized. So it's better not to give them the opportunity. Women can be hired but cannot be promoted to the top level management. When this has been asked, look at the female respondents. Even with equal skills and qualifications, women have much more difficulty reaching top management positions. Same qualifications, same skills, but because of these different syndromes, they are not getting the opportunity to move ahead. They are not getting the opportunity to be at the top level managers. Double burden syndrome. Women must balance work and domestic responsibility. There were top five barriers which were found in Asian countries as well as in European countries, and most in among the top five one, four are same, like double burden syndrome, both in Asian as well as in Europe. Anytime, anywhere, performance model. This is a burden. This is a barrier at both Asian as well as Europe. Absence of female role model. Women reluctance to promote themselves. They are, I mean, approximately they are having the woman tendency to network less effectively than men. They are same, but one that has been found in Asian countries, that is lack of pro-family public policies or support services. In Asian countries, one used to say, "You, this is your child, and you have to look forward for him or her. Nobody is going to take care as the mother do." No doubt, we cannot neglect this factor, but that does not mean that we cannot give a chance to a female so that she can promote herself. It is important that we should give them a proper chances. We should provide them this. At least in a family, one elder can give this opportunity to the junior one by giving them a support that, okay, it's your working hour, we will manage. But this support is mostly in the Asian countries. We haven't seen such type of opportunities or such type of supports from the family. Now, revolving door syndrome. the issues which make the female uncomfortable to leave the job, they leave the jobs. Sometimes people used to say that we should teach our female how to behave. However, according to me, I usually used to say in my lectures that it is important for male as well as female both, because issues has been created by male, not only by the females. So it is important that when you are saying employees, then there should be a gender equality. Then there is no male, there is no female. If you are giving trainings to the female, you should train to the males as well. That this should not be done in the at the workplace. As for example, be proactive. The employers should be proactive. They should access the applicants and assure them before hiring about the commitments of their job relationships. What are the job hiring attitudes? What will be the job? All the job descriptions that should be promoted to by the employers. It should be promoted, or it should be informed to the employees before starting the work, at the time of interview, most probably at the time of the recruitment process, male as well as females. Enable your employees and give them a sense of ownership in their jobs. Inform them that this organization is now your family. You have to work like a family. If there's any problem, we are there for you. It is not that we will not become a judgmental, that if this is a female, this will be a problem because she's a female. No, there will be justice. There will be a proper guidance where we will identify both. We will check for. We will give the same ownership to the male as well as the females. Give your employees an opportunity to cross train or take on new tasks. Give your employees. Talking about an employees, not talking about male, not talking about female. You have to give him chances, equal chances to both. Either they are male, either they are female. Give them the new tasks. Let them have new challenges. Let them face new challenges. Acknowledge your employees' efforts. Address workplace problems immediately. If some female is informing you that they are facing some issues, or you are looking forward their gestures, sometimes female cannot speak up. You have to check out their gestures. But it's not only about a man, it's about a it's not about, sorry, it's not about a female, it's about a male as well. If you are feeling that someone is not comfortable, give them the opportunity, talk to them, ask them what's the problem. Have a combination, have a collaboration, have some, give some time to your employees, be with them at the lunchtime or any time. Give them some time so that they can discuss the matters. They are facing problems in learning the new tasks, in learning the new challenges, how to deal with the challenges, identifying the different problems in relationship to anything. This can be managed, and it's the responsibility of the employees, the responsibility of the top management, so that they can make an environment that can provide the best opportunities to the organization. Orient your new employee to their new job. Give them the orientations. Tell them, let them work together. It's a beautiful policy. I really love to say these words to all the teachers, managers, whosoever is over here around us, that give the opportunity, means let the people around you have this opportunity, orient themselves, work together. Don't do this, I'm senior, you are junior. No. If you want to have a good collaboration, there must be one thing: work together. Benefits of a gender diverse board. If you're having a gender diverse board, means whosoever is potential, whosoever is talented, he will get the more opportunities, he will get the promotions, he will get the more pays, whatever the extrinsic or intrinsic benefits, motivations are there, that will get. The companies who are having gender diversity, what they will get more effective execution. Company that encourage diversity in the workplace inspire all of their employees to perform to their highest ability. Company-wide strategies can then be executed, resulting in higher productivity, profit, and return on investment, obviously. Broader service range. A diverse collection of skills and experiences. When you're having a gender diversity, different people will come. It's not again about one only male female. It's about a talent, different cultures, different languages. If I just give again an example of IGP, they are collaborating with different languages. They are collaborating with the different cultures. They are combining different professionals together to provide a proper education. Now, this is giving a broader service range. This is the best example I can give at this moment. That all of you who are learning so many things, one can be sitting in Indonesia, one can be in India, one can be in USA, one can be anywhere, America, it's anywhere. Globally, you are sitting and you are learning so many things from so many talented people around IGP. So, if you're having a gender diversity, you will get different talents around you. Improve access to target market. Different minds, different thinkings provides you different factors. They bring different ideas towards. They bring innovations in your companies, in your organizations. Gender diversity facilitates business understanding of how to appeal to women as customers and what products and services women and men need and want. And one should I say that the taste of females are much better than the males sometimes. Mostly I have seen this factor. Now, this was just a joke. Moving ahead, advantages of gender diverse teams. Top management that is diverse in terms of gender. I mean, if they are not biased with this factor that hey, this is male, this is female, they are having a they are thinking about the talents. They can attract the best employees because they are having this feeling to promote the talent, to promote those factors that is important for the organization. When they speak up for the organization, when they speak up for the this factor, they will attract the best employees. It will obviously reduce the cost of staff turnover. Uh, what I found in the organization at the time of staff turnovers is the issues related to staff recruitment. How to identify, how to get the best person. We have trained one person. We were working with them. We were knowing their talent. We were knowing their capabilities. We are knowing their skills. And suddenly, if somebody leaves that job, how to manage it? This is the most. It's not financially, but how much it will disturb your other factors. That's another topic. Improve access to target markets, as discussed previously, minimize legal risk, and enhance organizational, obviously, performances. Any type of organization performance will be increased. Now, when we talk about the reduced of cost of staff turnover, as I have discussed, that advertising costs, lost time spent on interviews, clerical and administrative tasks, termination pay. Most important thing which we lose while losing an employee is the loyalty, the motivation. If one person, it's like a bricks, it's like a wall. If one brick come out from that wall, obviously we will found it is very much difficult to found that particular brick that can be managed in that wall. It is something like this. The organizations are the combination. Organization is a wall that is combined with different employees having their potentials, having their capabilities, having their skills. If you will lose one employee, it will you will lose the special knowledge they were having, their expertise, their skills in the marketing sector. You will lose the customers. You will obviously it that the leaving of one person can also impact to the people around the other people around your employees. I mean other employees working in your organization. In simple words, low staff morale and reduced productivity. Obviously, again, larger talent pool. As I have discussed this thing that gone are the days in which most women were homemakers. Now this is not an about words. Women can be anywhere and they are more talented and they can be managed everywhere. They now represent 52% of all workers aged 20 and over. Improved performances. A recent University of Pennsylvania study found that the brain of men and women really are wired differently. They think differently, their capabilities are different, more intelligent, more capable. They both are having different capabilities, different skills, which can be gathered. I mean, when they gather together, it can provide more benefits. It can minimize all the legal risks. Promoting workplace gender equality can reduce the risk of discrimination and harassment. Sometimes the people get into the jail. See, they get into the factor of emotional exhaustions, and that's why they used to do the unethical activities or proactive behaviors. If you are having a gender diversity in your organization, you can reduce all these factors. Implications for the organizations: take the gender diversity as a business priority. Business leaders need to act to reap the benefits of having gender diverse teams across all levels of the organization, not on the lower level, but in the level as middle as well as higher level. Identify business units that are less gender diverse, where there's a need of a gender diversity, when there is a need of a female workers, add them, manage it. Develop a hiring strategy that increases gender diversity in these units without reducing or ignoring merit. From the very beginning, I'm identifying this factor that it doesn't mean that female should be given opportunity. It is whosoever is having the opportunity, whosoever is having the capabilities or skill, they must be given an opportunity to move on. They must get an opportunity to promote. Create an engaged culture that enables men and women to form trusting relationships and motivates them to perform at a high level. Make them understand this thing that there is no man and woman, we are together. It's not you and me, it's about us. Set inclusiveness goals and hold managers accountable for diversity. Give the task, let them know this much female, this much male. And if any of the team is not working properly, then they have the managers to handle those things. Why this is not been working? Give them the trainings, manage their talent management. I think I have discussed this in one of my lectures, talent management. This is the most important thing. One should, if you want your business, your organizations to work beneficially, it is very much important to manage your talent. So, how can your organization better enable women to grow in their careers? In the whole discussions, I have described different syndromes, perceptions. Now it's your time. Whosoever is listening, whatever the organizations you are having, it is not important that it should be a high level organization, it should be a lower level organization, it should be a national or international. It's wherever you are working. If you are having the cottage industries, how you can manage the women, how you can make their capabilities, how you can give them the opportunities so that they can show their capabilities, their skills, their innovative ideas, their motivations to manage your company, your organizations more profitable. Well, thank you so very much. That's for my today's presentation or today's lecture. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and to grow together one IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Now,
Same
ma'am, it's
here.
time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition.
Might be the things are very simple.
Ma'am, I think after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. That's why no questions from our participants. So once again,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much, ma'am, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It
Same
will
here.
allow
Thank
to
you
our
so much,
day-to-day
IGP.
activity along with our academic and professional work. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you.
Honorable ma'am, before we move to the next webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Thank you so much. Well, I would like to say thanks to IGP, like always, that they provide a great opportunity for me as well as the other to speak up on this stage, and wish you all the best, all of you. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Welcome, ma'am. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, stand for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will be back in our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, stand for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will be back in our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.edigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a learning section and get enrolled. After watching complete part 1, click mark as complete. Move to the next, which is the learning test passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course again to download your certificate if you failed to retake the course. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For attention, I'm going to share the procedure again. Visit www.please eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find the running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, click mark as complete. Move to the next, which is the learning test passing mark 80%. If passed, back to the course again to download your certificate if failed to retake the course. Download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker stand for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. For some technical problem, we cannot continue the quiz session for our website. To join the quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com and today our quiz code is 6490804. I repeat the code 6490804. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 31 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is gender diversity. Option 1, confronting bias. Option 2, mitigating micrographic session. With 7, option 2 is right here, and 57% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Alex is holding the first position. Our second question is gender diversity means option 1, equivalence ratio of men and women. Option 2, equivalence ratio of men and women engaged in employment. Option 1 is the right answer. 39% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Sams is holding the first position. Gender diversity involves option 1, comforting gender stereotypes. Option 2, pointing out inferior dialects. Option 1 is the right answer. 97% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Sams is holding the first position. Our fourth question is gender diversity is option 1, not something a small school need to worry about. Option 2, this reality and we must all be informed. Option 2 is the right answer and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shams is holding the first position. Our fifth question is gender diversity is option 1 proportion of males and female, option 2 female dominate society. Option 1 is the right answer and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Shams is holding the first position. Our sixth question is to keep gender diversity. Option 1 there must be as much men as women in one team. Option 2 there is a maximum of 4 people with the same gender per team on the field. Option 2 is the right answer and 80% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Evelyn is holding the first position. Our seventh question is what is gender diversity? Option 1 a person that considers themselves LGBT. Option 2 a person participation of having a particular gender. Option 2 is the right answer. 82% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Evelyn is holding the first position. What is the gender diversity? Option 1 describe gender other than boys and girls outside of the binary framework. Option 2 it means that you diversity. Option 1 is the right answer. 91% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Evelyn is holding the first position. Our second last question of the evening session is what is gender diversity? Option 1 the gender binary. Option to understand that gender is a spectrum. Option 2 is the right answer. 97% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Evelyn is holding the first position. Our last and final question of the session is what is gender diversity? Option 1 capacity for sexual feelings. Option 2 gender identity is what you identity as or believe that you are. Option 2 is the right answer. 97% people are right here. So congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say, properly feeded skill never stop learning, cause life never stops teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not a people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, again want to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.